I think that if I made a character that looked like that on Cyberpunk 2077, I'd be stoked that he looked that much like me, because my character didn't look that much like me. Um, Meg, I think, looks like that. When she was a kid, she looked like that. Um, I think that Meg is the idea of Meg being with me is very is a very precarious idea in my head. In other words, like it's like one of those ideas that can be threatened by bullshit or by whatever, because I mean, Meg doesn't say anything ever on the internet. Like, it's been a very long time that I've been pointing her out. Like, everyone else seems to be like, hey, I'm on your side. Like, Rainbow Satanica, like, posted the bear stuff. And, like, Mimi Masha did too. And the reality is, like, I already decided that I'm keeping them as my little ones. And, like, no matter what, like, already decided, like, I'm just keeping them. And in my head today, I start hearing crap like, oh, well, you should just like Amanda, like Meg doesn't care, like, because like my head knows me, like, do I want to like be with Meg, like the person I know as Meg? I mean, like, I wouldn't mind, like, I mean, I liked her. It's just like it was a relationship that didn't exist. It was like little, very, very small children. That was a person that was people that had no idea about how life is. Like, she was I at least dated her when I was a little older, and her and I talked on the phone always for like a lot of years, and so it's like hard to not love her, and I do love her, and like I would keep her as a slave. It's like it's kind of like that with Meg. It's like, well, yes, obviously I'm keeping her as a slave, and like I'll see how she turns out. I'll see if I like her as a person, and like, I mean, it's like it's like one of those situations where you're just like I know I should be making a decision for myself. I know I should like be logical. It's just like it's weird. I mean, I'm used to silence from people, but like, I don't know what's up with Phoebe, and I don't know what's up with Meg, and like, I know that I'm not getting, like, I know that I'm fighting alone, like, it feels like, and I have been fighting alone for that long, and in my mind, like, Meg's been kind of a damaged person, by like everything that's happened to her. I should be super damaged, but like I'm more like aware. I think the main reason that like the idea of Meg is so easily under attack, even though like clearly like, I mean, I feel like I should kind of just go with it, is because like I kind of have a better understanding of the situation now. Like the situation that I'm seeing is like Satan and his family like was trying to eradicate me and my family for like over 1,000 years, and I was in hiding, like in like a tropical paradise, like not having to be under those people, and then they found us, and like he needed to make sure he had a way to like fight even better. He had to plan even better, so he wrote Monkey, or wrote Journey to the West, the story of Wukong. So, but like the reality is, I'm not painted. Like, I mean, when I'm painted, like I'm not painted, and so like I mean, I think it's like illogical to assume that like Satan's incapable of doing some painting, and that his like demons aren't capable of doing painting. Like, I think, I mean, like it's like stupid to assume that, but like, I don't know. So if I was super rich, like, would I find a way to talk to me like over the last 6 months? I think that like no one has found a way to talk to me at all. And like if there's anything I know is that no one has managed to find a way to talk to me, that the only people I'm allowed to communicate with, or that like the outside world seems to allow me to communicate with, is like planned. Like it feels like it's planned. and when it's not planned, people can get shy, and because I understand, like, I'm like one of those people that can make people pretty shy. um I don't know, like, I don't like the fact that I don't know Meg, and like I don't actually know her, and like I I, I clearly have never been attached to the idea of Meg, but it doesn't mean that I'm not like believing in it. It's just like I don't even know her, and I tend to I have a tendency to go in the like I don't give a shit direction, but like I do give a shit about Rainbow Satanica and Shauna Ray, and like it's because like I kind of think like I mean it's because they like kind of at least like were like well like they gave the indication like I do like I'm with you, and and that means like it's like yes I do want to be part of your family. Yeah. So how long has it been since Phoebe like kind of figured out about me? I don't know. I don't know if she knows about me at all. Like how long has Meg known about me? I don't know. I don't know if she knows about me at all. But it feels like Phoebe probably, like I've known about Phoebe since February, and I caused some problems with her band in February. So it's like, it's been like almost a year, and like it, I can say like, which I'm taking Phoebe as a slave. Like I know I am. Like I guess I got to figure out what's going on here. And like I've always believed I need to figure out what's going on here, and that's the real thing is I need to do an investigation myself. Like, and that's like the craziest thing I've ever experienced, that I can't investigate when I'm the person that can like take a serious sex trafficker and put them in a room and get them to tell me the truth, me, and I will understand the full situation because they will snitch to me because they understand that they're not snitching to a cop. Like and like I'm someone that really does need to be able to be investigating. That's why I think I need to like be able to put people in a hotel and like and talk to them and figure out what's going on. But like Phoebe hasn't like she has no. There's only one way that Phoebe has to show support for me, and that's Reddit. And I mean I doubt she has involvement with her page that much. I mean I don't know what's going on with that. Like I know that Meg has ignored me for years, and like am I like I feel like the wife of the king like shouldn't be the person that has like serious anxiety problems like and has trouble like interacting like with like the public. The wife of the king should be a lot like the king. Like I mean that person should be Athena like. That person should be like a stand-up person. Like that person should be strong, and that person should be like someone that people admire. And like at this point, like do I think that like if Meg is aware of the situation involving me, that she's someone that I would admire? She's no, of course not. Like could we admire Shauna Ray? I mean, Shauna Ray's the brave one. Shauna Ray's the one that stood up, like, in front of very scary people, even though she was small. Like, and like she's a person that like that tried to make sure I understood that long ago. And so like Shauna Ray's a hero here. Is Meg a hero? Here's the deal. So I took too much stock in music for a while there, right? Because I started thinking that the Holy Spirit wrote like that, like wrote all the songs when like people can write songs. Meg has a good song out right now, and I'm sure that a lot of people are thinking, well, the song's clearly, it sounds like it's got some Zeusiness to it. It's got the thunder and lightning and crap like that. And I mean, the reality is it's been that long that she hasn't said anything, and I do know Lies exists, Alexander the Great's wife, and I do think Alexander the Great probably wasn't me now, because he's the horns guy, right? He's Satan, and like I do, but like whoever you touch will live, is what the song says, and like it's hard to not like kind of go with the song when the song's like trying to protect people that are writing music, because I do think that like this clone of Satan knows things about Amendia, right? Like he knows him that well, and he knows he's like the most serious musician. So he created folklore. He created folklore like about the music killing you, like sirens, like they're a myth. Dog. This dog needs to just come over to my house and be my friend, because all this dog has done for like days is bark, days and crying, like it just cries and cries and cries for days. All right, so like I think that what it comes down to when it comes to like actually being with me is like, are you like someone that people like would admire? Are you someone that like people could look up to? Are you someone that people should emulate and stuff like that? And I think that clearly like a strong woman like is going to stand up with me, or she would have stood up with me a long time ago. And I think Meg has been like so wrapped up in being the most important person of all time, that like she doesn't know how to deal with it. Like, it's the truth. Like, I think like clearly like she needed to get on my side a little more. And it's really hard to like, I mean, like clearly she needs to be on my side now, because like, I don't give a shit about like whoever you touch will live. Like the demons, like, and the angels like have to be on my side. That's just how it works. Like, I mean, especially when you're in that situation, like you have to be on my side. Unless you want to be against me. And like whether or not you're on my side has nothing to do with like being the ability to like have sex with me, and the ability to have a relationship with me, and the ability like I think it's important to recognize that like one of the artists that has won Artist of the Year is The Neighborhood. And you're gonna die. Don't tell the police anything. Female robbery, where she's standing over a grave and he's threatening to kill the girl, is the song. And I think that like if there's anything I know for a fact, is that I'm not going to sit here and go, well, clearly the Holy Spirit's writing the songs for like he loves The Neighborhood that much. It's like, what? You fucked up? Are you a fucked up person? Like, you fucked up, Holy Spirit? Maybe my twin is a little fucked in the head. I don't know. But like what I do know is that like there is nothing like Female Robbery and that album being so good, which lets me know that I shouldn't just go, oh, you're good at music, wife. Oh, you're good looking and you're good at music, wife. Like, I mean, Elevation Worship, like that's the Holy Spirit. Like, you will never doubt that was the Holy Spirit that wrote that shit. And you'll never doubt that, like, Brandon Lake is having the Holy Spirit write songs with him. Fear's not my future. But, like, I clearly The Neighborhood exists. I'm sure everyone's kind of baffled by the situation. I don't think I'm the only person that can tell there's something off when I go to Meg's page, and I know that like I'm seeing like every single day a person that I haven't seen taking pictures like involving bears and stuff like that, and I didn't see it on Meg. And Phoebe doesn't have a page, but like I feel like it's easy to say I don't have a page, like when all you have to do is like have a page. Like, it's pretty easy to have a page, and like you have to make a decision to not have a page. And you can make a decision not to have a page because you have anxiety, but you also have to understand the situation in which you're not having a page, and in which you're saying nothing, and in which like the media that you are putting out is the most nothing media ever. And you're living at a time when there's a very real reason to have something in your media. And I think clearly, like, do I think Meg's new song is going to be good? I think it's better than teenagers, and teenagers, like, I had no idea it was good, and then next thing you know, I was like, whoa, that song's good. But like, I think the truth is that like her music has never had the staying power that other people's music has, but then it gets there. Um, Sometimes like hurt, I could still listen to it right now. Um, but I sure haven't listened to it like I listened to other. It's not names, but it doesn't matter like how good it is. It's good enough. But like it's not like and it's and all this has nothing to do with music. It has to do with why. Like why is the behavior a certain way? Like do I know like Phoebe or her twin as a child? Yeah. Um, that's the face I know. I don't know Meg's as much. Like I don't know her at all as an adult. Um, I would know her only like as a child. Um, but then I know Phoebe's face as an adult. Like I think, well, when she was a teenager, um, and I really loved her. And the reality is that I think that if she is lies, um, Alexander the Great's wife, or she's a clone of Alexander the Great's wife, I think that I probably introduced, or my twin probably introduced her to him. So it's like, here, this one's perfect for you. She's even gay. So for those of you who don't know, I had a dream in which I was like trying to have a dream, like I smoked mugwort and I had a lucid dream, and the lucid dream was I thought about Meg. What happened in the dream is I was having sex with this girl, this Italian girl, who like could have been Meg as a person who had a baby recently and gained weight when having a baby, which coming from someone that's around kids a lot, she might like look different because other people look different too. Like I found a girl who is a sex worker online who I knew, and like she was like way not hot, and then like on the internet like she's like, oh, she's so hot, like, but it's not that she was way not hot, she was just like so like very adult. And I think that I was around little people a lot, and so I liked little people. All right, so like how in the world, like, so like in that like I interpreted the dream as like her and I were having sex, and then this bear comes and it gets pissed off, and I thought that was like symbolic of like us having this bloodline or something, like of having kids together. And it might be more the bear got pissed, but clearly like she's the bear. But like I think that people know things about themselves, and I think that I don't know things about myself, and like I think I'm really confused about everything. And like what I do know is like I'm not making decisions unless I'm making a decision on something. And I feel like the situation I am seeing Megan makes me think you really, really, really do not want to make a decision there. Like the last thing you want to do is make a decision. And I think like that's the real like situation is like if I were to make a decision on Meg, like I would be very unwise, because like I'd be ignoring everything around Meg, which is like that inaction like speaks very loud. And I think that like all the lawyers out there are the ones that know that inaction doesn't speak, but like a real human being that's not like constantly making legal decisions is a person that really does believe that inaction says something. Like my mom's behavior says something. Like there are people whose behavior says something. Like, and I think that people think, well, I didn't do anything. Yes,